Right now we're in autumn and I've been sitting at home fretting, panicking almost, that I haven't really got any locations in mind or any ideas of making the most of this wonderful and colourful season. Instead of doing that, I thought I would give myself a bit of a theme rather than trying to think of it in a grand scale. I decided to come to a local wood and capture some autumn colour in a bit more detail. So let's go and check out what we can find. So deep in the wood here, I guess it hasn't quite got cold enough because it's still quite green all around me. But that's perfect for what I'm looking for today, because what I'm looking for are little bursts of colour, little hints of autumn. And when there's a lot of green around and then a few yellow or orange leaves, then they really stand out, and that's what I'm going to look for now. So just as I've been walking up the path here, I've come across exactly what I was kind of looking for, and it's one tree that sets itself apart. It sticks out on the edge of the path, it's got some yellow leaves on it, and I'm going to get set up here and try and get a shot. I'm going for something really quite simple here. When you're in a recreational woodland like this and you've got paths, then you've got an obvious leading line, and I'm using the path that I'm on as that because it leads right up into the tree there. I think that as I've been framing this up, I'm going to go for a square crop and position the tree in one of the upper thirds of that square. It's quite dim in the wood here. I'm exposing as far over to the right without breaking the highlights there. And I've got it f4 focused right on the tree to single it out slightly from the background. And I'm also thinking about post-processing. What I'll probably do is desaturate a lot of the surrounding greens and other colours, and then I can really highlight and make that tree pop. So on my journey through the woods here, the clouds have kind of come in and it's gotten really dark. But it does mean that there's nice, even, flat light, and that's perfect for getting details in woodland. And I was just walking through this little section and the ground is just covered with the telltale signs of autumn and lots of autumn colour. And specifically, there's one red leaf that caught my eye as I was walking through. But not just that, it's surrounded by copper, green, yellow, brown. It's just a veritable smorgasbord of autumn colour. It might not be the best shot that I'm going to get, but I'm going to do a top-down view, quite close in, but to get a big summary of what I've seen on the forest floor here. So I've already looked down for some autumn colour, but now I've decided to point my camera upwards. I think that beech leaves are one of my favourite autumn colours. They produce this really vibrant orange, and at this part in the season there really is a mix of orange, yellow and green. So what I've decided to do is look up with my lens at the underneath of these leaves, and they are being backlit by the sky, so it's kind of producing a bit of a light box effect. I'm going to slightly overexpose it too, which should really make those colours stand out. So because it's quite windy, what I've done is actually set it to shutter priority and set it to a shutter speed that's going to be fast enough that I can freeze the branches. I've also set the exposure compensation to overexpose by 3 stops, and I've got the ISO on auto. Now this isn't classic landscape photography, but we're going to hope that it comes out well. That's kind of the effect I'm going for. I might have a few more tries at this. That's been good fun, and I'm glad that I had set myself the brief of thinking about autumn colour, because it meant that I started to concentrate more on the close-up and intimate details to pick out those colours, whereas before I was thinking about what kind of grand autumn scene I could capture. So I hope that's been enough inspiration for you to go out to your local woods and look for those snippets of colour and get some great autumn photos. Thanks for watching.